hear me, Chase?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so last month we did great, and all of a sudden our ROAs dropped tremendously within the past, I'd say 3 weeks. So I lowered a lot of budgets. I went through and did new ad sets, and from there, and also add creative. So I'm just wondering, mainly my question is, am I doing this in the right process?
Yeah, it could be just that iOS tracking just threw everything off for you in terms of like tracking it. Are you in Shopify?
Yes.
All right. When did you scale down?
Last week, I'd
Okay.
say.
So go to the first week of June because you didn't adjust spend, correct?
No.
Okay. So first week of June, you spent 1,500.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go to the week prior. You spent. So that's 7 days, a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then go to Shopify. You don't run any other ads other than here, correct?
What do you mean other ads?
Outside of Facebook.
No.
Okay,
No.
then go to Shopify. And then just go to your analytics and then pull open that same time frame. So 24th through the 31st.
Okay.
And all we're going to do is just look at your sales from that time frame.
All right.
So just pull open
You
that.
said in May.
Yeah, so just go to that's in 2020, so you want to go to 2021.
Oh.
Yep.
Oof. May 24th.
All right. 11,394 off of how much in spend? 1,800.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then go to the next time frame.
Yeah, this is also in store. It's not just ads.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Are people purchasing in store though from the ads?
Not really. I mean, most
Okay,
of
then
them
let's
are
just
like
read the online store then and not look at POS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so can you go back one time frame? Sorry.
Yep.
So this one's 9,900 with 1,500 spend. This one is 7,000 with 1,800 spend. Okay, so performance increases, right? So let's just go week by week after the 7th. All right.
Okay.
So,
on Shopify, you're talking about?
So 8 to 14. And then let's look at all right, online store sales are at 6,680. All right, let's see what your spend is during this time frame on Facebook. All right, 1,500 spend stayed stable that week, right? Compared to the previous week. Okay.
Correct.
All right, let's go to account. Let's just go back in the ads manager real fast, and let's just look at the do breakdown on the far right. It's next to reports. That's the left side.
I'm on the right.
You're on the left side. And then right. Yep, breakdown, and then do by deliver. Yep, by time, and then do day. Perfect. And then that arrow next to results from 45 campaigns in the bottom left.
Bottom left.
There's a bold lettering that says results from. Yep, click that arrow. Okay. All right, now we're just going to look at spend by day from the 8th to the 6th. Okay, so spend is actually very stable during this period. All right, so let's look here. Shopify again. So spend is very stable.
Okay.
And your sales drop off. What is it? Let's see. right around the 11th, and then they go down. All right, go to the next week. Anything happen in that period that y'all know of by chance just before we go to this?
No, not at all.
15 to 21.
15 to 21.
Yeah, I believe it would be. All right. So 4,900, and then go to the ads manager, pull up in the same time frame. Spend is still, all right, well, it's adjusting, but it looks relatively stable.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, we didn't have to mess with them for, I mean, I'd always check them and keep up, but
no
they were
tweaks
doing
to the audiences or ads or anything?
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe some clothes ads, but the belts, no, not really. Should I refresh?
Yeah. All right, you can remove the breakdown by day.
Okay.
Clear breakdowns, and then do this month for the view. Yep, time frame this month, and then the one that says 1.48 that has 123 purchases. Go ahead and hit inspect, or hit view. Click on go to the ad level. Sorry, on belts, and then
the ad level.
Yeah, and then do inspect on ad set level. My bad.
On which one? This one?
Yeah, hit inspect there. All right, so what happened there on the 19th? So pull open Shopify real fast. Let's look at the 19th. Okay, so 19th, we had hover over that center day. You don't have to select that day. We already have it pulled in. So hover over the 18th. So that was about 2,000 in sales almost, and then go to the 19th. 800, and then sales trickled off. Let's go back to your ads manager. And you see that yellow line that has the ad on the 18th?
Yes.
And then there's no sales since, correct? So hover over these next couple of lines. All right, there's a purchase that day, 0, 0, 0. Purchase, 0, purchase. Okay.
Yeah, and that's when I knew I had to start changing.
All right, so that, all right, so that yellow line stands for new ads, right?
Okay.
Ad created. So scroll down. Your auction competition went up as well. And your frequencies went up. Okay, go to the next audience that's active here in this ad set.
I had just turned some off too recently.
So. Inspect it. Okay, same thing here. Once that ad was launched, results disappeared during that time frame and auction competition went up. All right, let's go hit view details on that ad. Let's see what it is. So hover over that yellow line and hit view details. Is it selecting or?
I don't think so.
Okay, then go to the ad level.
Okay.
And then just show me which ad that is. That was launched.
Right there. You want to edit?
Yep. Let's see it.
It was already back in the learning phase when I launched this ad.
Okay. All right. What's the ad that's working in here?
Really, all of them have been working. This one's been going for a while.
Yeah, let's look at the 27.
Yeah. It's basically the same thing.
All right, switch the time frame to the 19th to the 21st.
19th to the 21st.
Okay, go 18 to the 22nd. Okay, so these ads aren't even getting any spend, but whenever they were launched, go to the ad set level. Is this on campaign or ad set spend?
Campaign.
Okay. All right, so you also turned off audiences at some point in this period. Go before the 18th, what was it? Go like the 14th to the 17th. So those audiences were doing 2x. They stopped working.
Correct.
Because they shift spend over there. Go inside those audiences.
These two?
Yeah. Those June 18th ads were launched on June 18th, and let's see what happens. Go from the 18th to the next time frame.
So 24th?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, hit inspect on this ad set. I want to almost roll out. Because
which ad set?
I think it's 100% an ad launch thing. So go to the ad set level and then just view inspect on that one that has purchases.
The top?
At the very bottom.
Oh, okay.
Inspect it. And then just pull open this month again, sorry. So that way we can see the full length.
Pull open what?
On the far right, change the time frame to this month.
Ah.
Yeah, okay. So you see the 22 purchases?
Yes.
Click on that. So your purchases have been going down over time, but as soon as that ad was launched in there, all of these ad sets stopped performing. And it's not even because they didn't get spent. It's just because the learning was fully reactivated. And since because that ad's not getting any spend, the system's now, testing different audiences and adjusting the budgets when it was stable. So although you were seeing performance going down over time, it's still that ultimately was that culprit, was that ad launching. And then scaling down, of course, also resulted in, no purchases here.
Right.
So I would just get rid of those ads and then just let this thing run at,
So get rid of the newer ads?
Because even though they didn't get any spend, it's still what made this thing shift around. That, or you're going to have to just let it exit learning over the next couple of days. Let's see how close we are to exiting learning. Hover over learning limited.
Yeah.
Just do last 7 and then just,
Not close.
Okay, yesterday.
That's why some days we go with no purchases. So that's why I felt like I had to do something.
Yeah, it's picking back up though. Go to today. Yeah, see, we're back on track here. So, I mean, it's almost out of that 7-day period. You just need to let it run for 3 to 4 more days and it should get back to where it once was. Don't change anything in these. That was just the issue. What happened is there's a 14-day period where the ad results are going down. You then activate a new ad, which sets learning. And then that just makes the period go on for a little bit longer. So, I mean, it ends up creating this, vacuum of decreased results because you have less spend and shifting happening around. So if you just leave things how they are and don't touch them for a little bit, things will start to really pick back up again.
What about if it says learning limited in the ad sets? That's why I did put a new ad, because I thought that would be okay since it wasn't active. So you're saying I probably shouldn't do that?
Because it's on the CBO level, spend gets adjusted differently. So it can affect the overall campaign.
Okay. Well, I also turned off 2 campaigns that were doing really well, but I know their interest, and I know interest kind of fade out. So I guess that's what I'm asking. Do you think they faded out, or is it something I did?
The same thing we just went through here. It's a long process, but I mean, like, we listen to the numbers, not the noise here. So
okay.
I would just inspect them, see where the shifts happened. Like if you just go to the inspect tool, look at it'll tell you a story. And then if you just line that up with Shopify to see if it's true, then you'll pretty much be able to diagnose what's going on.
Okay, great. So pretty much don't do many changes and let it run for like 7 days.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I mean, so just leave the budgets as is too. Yes. I did these shoes. That's also one main thing that probably did it. I had the shoes in the clothing. And it was all of the spend was going to the shoes. So that's why I created separate campaigns for the shoes. So from there, that's also dropped the lookalike.
Did you pull the budget out of did you pull more budget out of the clothing?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So the clothing budget remained same, but you added budget into.
Well, I just dropped the clothing today because it hadn't had purchases for the past 3 days or so.
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing. So that makes sense.
Yes. Not the belts stayed the same, but the clothing did.
So like if you inspect your shoes here on the interest level, and then hit inspect on one of these audiences that are running, preferably the one with the most spend. Yeah. Let's see. You click on auction overlap.
Auction overlap.
It's on the far right. So hover over June 28th. You're at 12. So your auction overlap's going your auction overlap's going up. Scroll down. And then let's see. Scroll down some more. So as soon as your overlap starts to increase some more, you'll probably see if these audiences are going to be overlapping because there's more audiences now as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I just keep an eye on these.
Okay, great. Do you think that I should leave these shoes campaigns running if they start to do well, or should I put them back in the lookalike?
If they start to do well, then yes.
Yeah. If I put them back in the lookalikes, though, should I do ad budget instead of campaign budget?
Yeah, you can do ad set budget.
Okay. If the campaigns aren't successful.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you, Chase. That's all I have for today.
Yeah, no problem.